sip of light from wisdom's open sea. It builds the soul, through striving leads the way. Within our hearts, the quiet visions grow, and onward to a higher dawn we go. One sip, and with it all our echoes flow.
In this immense universe, not every catastrophe comes in the form of explosions we can see or stars collapsing before our eyes. Some catastrophes are hidden within the equations themselves. Catastrophes that cannot be seen, yet when they appear in the calculations, they shake the foundations of scientific understanding to their core and place physics before one of the most unsettling paradoxes in its history. And in today's episode, we are not standing before a strange object in the sky, nor before a distant cosmic phenomenon that can easily be attributed to mystery. We are standing before a profound crisis at the heart of theoretical physics, a crisis tied to something we assume to be empty, quiet, and silent, while the truth may be far more terrifying. It is the vacuum catastrophe, one of the most astonishing scientific problems ever encountered, and one that forced scientists to ask, in all seriousness, do we truly understand the vacuum? Or does what we call nothing hide within it a force far greater than we ever imagined? In this episode, we will approach a mystery that does not only test the limits of physics, but also tests our confidence in the equations upon which we built our understanding of the universe. And here, the real question begins. How can our greatest theories be astonishingly accurate in so many places, yet collide here with an error that seems almost catastrophic? Is the problem in the calculations, or in our understanding of reality itself?
Curious, authoritative. Theoretical physics contains a numerical discrepancy so large it challenges the field's foundations. It doesn't involve distant stars, but the empty void of space. For centuries, humanity assumed the vacuum of space was a silent, empty canvas. But modern quantum mechanics reveals that empty space is never truly quiet. At a microscopic scale, this space exists in constant motion. It never reaches total stillness. This grid represents the behavior of virtual particles. These nodes flash into existence and vanish in fractions of a second, creating a permanent state of microscopic turmoil. This disruption generates a pervasive force known as vacuum energy. What appears to be absolute nothingness is actually a surging ocean of invisible power. To see the effect of this energy, we have to look at the macroscopic scale of the universe, where galaxies drift apart through deep space. The laws of physics dictate that this density of vacuum energy must exert a gravitational effect on the entire cosmos. Instead of pulling matter together, the energy of the vacuum exerts an outward pressure, driving objects away from one another. Physicists linked these two scales. The microscopic push of quantum energy on the left explains the macroscopic expansion on the right. This provided a consistent mechanical explanation. However, the logic collapsed the moment physicists calculated the actual mathematical value. The calculation was straightforward. Determine the precise value of vacuum energy and compare it to the expansion rate we observe through telescopes. The results showed that the mathematical prediction exceeded the observed reality by a margin that defies standard physical scales. The discrepancy is 10 to the power of 120. That is a 1 followed by 120 zeros. This string of zeros forms a visual wall that dwarfs the entire observable universe. Even our largest cosmic measurements appear microscopic by comparison. Scientific history records no other theoretical prediction that has missed the mark by such a wide margin. We can see the scale of this error by applying the math to a coffee cup. If the empty space inside this cup contained the amount of energy predicted by the equations, the density of that energy would be enough to instantly boil every ocean on the planet. On a universal scale, the math suggests a density of energy that would have been present in the first microsecond after the Big Bang. This predicted energy is so intense, it would have shredded the fabric of spacetime before the first atoms could form. The discrepancy between these equations and the universe we inhabit suggests that our current mathematical model describes a reality that cannot exist. The ultimate evidence is the universe itself. We see a perfectly stable Earth and its calm blue oceans. Our existence serves as the practical proof that these calculations are fundamentally detached from the physical world. This leaves us to question if our calculation methods are wrong, if the nature of the vacuum is different than we think, or if there are hidden forces we have yet to account for. The vacuum catastrophe remains an open wound in physics. It is a silent puzzle that marks the current limit of what we understand about the space around us.
And at the end of this episode, the vacuum catastrophe remains one of those scientific paradoxes that not only astonish scientists, but also lead us to reflect more deeply on the greatness of this universe and the limits of human understanding. When we discover that something we assume to be empty space may hold within it secrets beyond the mind's ability to fully comprehend, we realize that existence is far greater, more precise, and more astonishing than we imagine. Such mysteries always remind us that human knowledge, no matter how vast it becomes, remains limited before this magnificent creation. And behind this majestic order, these precise laws, and these hidden secrets, even within what we call nothing, there is a great Creator who encompasses all things in knowledge, perfected His creation, measured it with wisdom, and placed within this universe signs that call the mind to reflection and the heart to faith in the greatness of the Lord of all worlds. And no matter how far science advances, and no matter how deeply humanity explores the secrets of the universe, we will always remain in awe before this magnificent magnificence, reflecting upon it and realizing that above every possessor of knowledge is one more knowing. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you do not miss any new content. Glory be to you, O Allah, and praise be to you. We bear witness that there is no God but you. We seek your forgiveness and repent to you.
A sip of light where ancient wisdom flows. Through ancient wisdom flows. Through endless space, the human spirit grows. Within our souls, the seeds of thought